Well, this is weird. We already saw a Vancouver Canucks game earlier this afternoon, and we already made a post-game video about it. It's up there on the channel if you want to see my thoughts on what went down between the Vancouver Canucks and the San Jose Sharks. But in this video, we are diving into a few extra notes, because one, we have ourselves a trade update, and two, we have some pretty big frustration in regards to a very particular Vancouver captain. And spoiler alert, there's only one captain on the team. So before we dive into that, I wanted to talk about this. David Pagnotta made an appearance on Jeff Merrick's podcast, The Sheet, earlier this morning, and he went out there and revealed what the trade price seems to be for one Kiefer Sherwood. A first-round pick plus for Sherwood. And you know what? There were folks going out there and saying, oh, this guy's only really going to get a second. Oh, he is not really a top six scorer. He's not that reliable when you give him top-line minutes. Yes, he's physical. Yes, he can score goals. Yes, he's on pace for 39 goals this year. Does he hit that? Probably not, but at $1.5 million a year, you really can't go wrong for Sherwood, who is, by all accounts, in the midst of his prime right now. So he's going to go for a second, right? Well, David Pagnotta's saying, nah, it's a first, and maybe even more for Kiefer Sherwood. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, man, if Kiefer Sherwood is available for a first plus, a first and a prospect, or a first and another thing, or whatever, then oh boy, this trade should have been done yesterday. You see how the Vancouver Canucks are playing out there? This guy shouldn't be on the team anymore if he's going for that high of a price. LMAO, Maverick Bourque, and a second for Sherwood seems fair. I mean, if Tanner Jeannot got 4 picks, this seems fair. The Canucks spin that first for Brendan Gaunce. I have a feeling that other NHL teams might want to pass on acquiring Sherwood. Then you have yourselves this reply, which did get some traction. The crappiest part of extracting max value from Sherwood will be the flipping of the first for a middling player whom the front office will think can help them win now. And you know what? I cannot disregard this idea. You know, David Stern's burner definitely has a point here. Oh, if the Vancouver Canucks trade Sherwood for a first, they're just going to trade that first for another guy who isn't really that amazing and who will try to help the team out, a la a Phil Hronek, a la a Marcus Pettersson. No disrespect to those guys. They're fine players, but the first-round pick, especially in this year's draft, can be a very valuable asset when it comes to building the long-term future, rather than getting a center who's not really all too amazing. Like, if they get Sherwood traded away, and then they end up receiving a first-round pick and a prospect, and they flip the first-round pick and a prospect for O'Reilly or something, that would be textbook Vancouver Canucks material in 2025. You can see just how that sort of a thought process would work itself out with this management core, because that's the kind of trades that they like to do. Miller for Hedel, Mancini a first, then trade the first for Marcus Pettersson, Bo Horvat to New York for a first, then trade that first for Phil Hronek in Detroit. That's how it goes down with these Vancouver Canucks trades, and if Kiefer Sherwood could get himself a first-round pick only for Vancouver to flip it, it would be such a weird blow, because it's like, man, I don't know if Sherwood would have been evaluated as a first-round caliber asset, let alone a first-round pick plus caliber asset. But anyways, that's all hypothetical. Let's talk about what we actually saw on the ice today. And no, I'm not referring to the actual game itself, which we did make a video about. It's there if you want to see it. But I wanted to go out there and showcase some tweets. We got Sapster, we got Nikhil, two folks that are very good at the EA Sports NHL video games, going out there and saying specific things on Twitter. Sapster said this: I don't think I've ever been more irritated with Quinn Hughes than I've ever been today. If a generational player irritates you once, you're fine. But man, I'm really sick of this guy thinking that he is a 30-goal scorer. You then had Nikhil saying, I did not like Quinn Hughes' game at all today. Way too individualistic, poor body language, and poor defensively. Hughes is a special player, but was frustrating to watch in this game today. Jason Bruff went out there and posted, hey, Quinn Hughes body language watch. This is concerning. Only for Bick Nazar to go out there with the receipts. This is on the Canucks power play to open up the third period. Elias Pettersson has the puck and he throws it into the middle. You can debate that Petey probably should have shot it as he went down the left wing on this play, but he tries to throw it up cross. It ends up taking a bounce. It's into the middle there for number 51 in teal. And look at Quinn Hughes. He's just kind of lollygagging, slowly skating. He's just waiting for the puck to come to him. The San Jose guy then pokes it away. It then results in a foot race where Quinn is really slow and lackadaisical. Only when he notices the San Jose guy behind him does he actually speed up and wins the race. And then he just kind of lets it go. Quinn skates forward a little bit here too. The pass comes his way one more time and he just lets it go. Like, he doesn't even try to fully grab it on. It's like the guy is totally unmotivated to progress the play forward and to continue with this team. Jim Leahy went out there and said Quinn Hughes is looking like JT out there, which obviously is not a fun name to be compared to. You then had this. Wyatt Arndt tweeted this out as well. That's twice now where Quinn Hughes has just sort of let up on a loose puck situation on the power play. It just doesn't look like he's enjoying things too much right now. And the first time was at the end of the second, where Quinn Hughes wound up for a slap shot, it got blocked, and the puck is coming back over to him, and he just kind of lets the puck breeze by. Now, there were 2 seconds left in this play, in the period, so I can understand why he might have taken that last little bit off, but it is uncharacteristic to see Hughes just kind of let the play pass him by, and to just let things get through him. Essentially. Really out of character, especially in a very winnable game, Lachlan Irvin goes out there and says. He also had some other tweets over here. Raymond Hatt said, it's interesting that both Hughes and Miller are captains of their NHL teams, and they both have body language issues. Yet the most talked about Canuck over the last 2 years, Pettersson, has just put his head down and worked hard. If you can talk about one, you can talk about the others too. Quinn Hughes is top 3 in D-men points. He's producing. What about a top 10 paid number 1C? He's not even on the top 50 leaderboard. Definitely can and should. Miller did too. Role modeling is a basic but very important leadership skill. The Canucks have an ongoing issue with this, and it matters. Hughes looked like he's already packed his bags. At this point, just rip the Band-Aid off and trade him. I'd rather the Canucks rebuild and draft high this year and next year. Finally, you had this tweet by Brando Cole Dallas. I can fully admit that JT Miller had some terrible body language moments for the Canucks, but holy, does Hughes ever beat him out on that. I've never seen such a guy with poor body language. And for those who are wondering, like, is this that big of a deal? I'm gonna say, yeah, it is. This is the captain of an NHL team. This is a guy who's entire squad leans on his leadership and his role. For him to just kind of play in a way that's a lot more individualistic, he's looking off Petey on these power play moments, he's not giving it to Petey, he's not skating hard to chase loose pucks down. Yes, we know he is extraordinarily talented, but if folks are going out there and saying that he's starting to look like JT Miller out there, this is where we start to see a problem. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this very strange Vancouver Canucks video. It's a Canucks news video after the game is over, which is so rare. But let me know your thoughts in the comments about Kiefer Sherwood and the trade price for him, as well as Quinn Hughes and his body language being an issue now. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.